Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chat Show podcast. I'm your host, Justin Everett, Tyler Hill. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for being my co-host here today. I want to tell you, Tyler, and all the fine folks out there, another one of my crazy slash unbelievable slash funny slash intense stories about my old friend Scoop. So anyway, one day Brandon was over at my house. We were hanging out. Then Sir Isaac calls, asking, can he come over? I tell him no, because at this time, Sir Isaac and I were no longer friends. He had done some things that pretty much ruined our friendship, so we were no longer friends. And then Brandon was like, and then I hang up. Brandon said, why'd you hang up on him? Why'd you tell him no, he can't come over? I said, because you know what he did to me, and I don't want to be around him anymore. And Brandon was like, but I wanted him to come over. I don't like him neither, but I wanted to laugh at him. Not with him, at him, because I think he's stupidly funny. I was like, well, he's not coming over. Then I go to the bathroom, I come back out, and Brandon says, I called him until he's coming. And I was like, what? He said, yeah. I said, why? Like I told you before, I want to laugh at him, not with him. I was like, well, let's not open the door when he comes here, okay? And Brandon was like, fine. We just won't open the door. All right. About 20 minutes later, the bell rings. And then Brandon's running to the door. I'm like, no, don't get that. And he opens it. And there's Sir Isaac. And he comes in. I'm like, crap. And then I'm like, excuse me, Sir Isaac. Just stay there. Me and Brandon will be right back. I said, why did you open the door? I thought you said we're not going to get it. If Sir Isaac comes, he said, oh, I thought it was the milkman. And I'm just like, my jaw is dropped. And I just go, huh? I thought it was the milkman. I know you told me don't get it if Sir Isaac's coming, but when the bell rang, I didn't know that would be him so quick. I just assumed it was the milkman. I said, the mailman? Nah, the milkman. And I look at him, I'm like, what year do you think this is? I was like, and then I just fell on the floor and started laughing. So I'm on the floor dying laughing for at least 5 minutes. Then I get up and I go, you know, this isn't Back to the Future. This isn't Grease. This isn't Happy Days. They don't have milkmen anymore. This isn't 1955. This is 2010. He said, oh, I thought it was the milkman. And I start cracking up laughing. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm not even mad at you that you opened the door and let him in. Because your excuse is so creative and funny. I can't be mad at you. Because you know what? If someone asked me, why'd you open the door and let him in? That would have been the furthest thing from my mind. That answer would not have even entered my thought process at all. That is such an off-the-wall creative answer. I'm not even mad at you. And then I kept laughing, just on the floor, cracking up.
Oh my
He said,
god.
I thought it was the milkman. The milkman. Oh, God.
I don't, what planet are you on? They haven't delivered milk for 40 years.
Oh my gosh. I just said, I'm not even mad at you. I can't. And I was like, man, I really wanted to be mad at you for letting him in. But your answer just saved you. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, oh. And he said it so natural, as if this was an ordinary, mundane thing. Oh, I thought it was the milkman. And I was like, huh? The milkman.
Oh my,
I
oh my.
thought it was the milkman. Oh god. It's just funny because who says that? That's what's funny about it. Who would think out of all the excuses you have this whole plethora, this whole table of excuses to pick that one is what makes it funny. You could have said, "Oh, I thought he could have said, "Oh, I thought it was my grandma ringing the bell to come pick me up. I thought it was maybe the UPS man. Oh, well, I thought maybe my grandma said she's coming by, so I thought it may have been her, and I figured she beat him, something like that. Or I was gonna open the door and tell him to leave, but he came in. But
Oh
I
my
thought
gosh.
it was the milkman. That, oh my gosh, I said that was the furthest thing from my mind. I would have never said something like that. It was so outrageous and out there and off the wall. That's what made it so funny, and that's why I couldn't be mad at him. Oh, but
The milkman?
yeah, I I I even went to bed going, the milkman? And then I was in the shower. The milkman? The milkman I was eating. The milkman? The milkman? It was playing in my head all day. That's what made it funny. It was just, because out of all of the excuses he could have said, that one is just, that takes the cake. That's so out there, off the wall, and creative. I should have went over to his house and when I said, I'm gonna go over to your house next time, and if someone's happens to come over that you don't want to let in, I'm gonna open the door, and if you say, why'd you let him in? I told you I don't want him in here. I'm gonna say, oh, I thought it was a door-to-door gasoline salesman. Because back in the 50s they had gasoline salesmen too. They had milkmen, and they had door-to-door gasoline salesmen who'd sell you like a can of gas or something.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm gonna say. I thought it was one of those door-to-door gasoline salesmen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would have never thought to say that excuse in years. I would have just been like, I thought it was like someone coming to pick me up or something. The milkman, I would have never even ever thought to say something like that. That's outrageous. Well, once again, that story may sound crazy and made up, but it is definitely true. That's about all the time we have here today on the Chat Show podcast. I'm your host, Justin Everett. Tyler, thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank all you fine folks out there for listening. We'll see you all next time.